Well, we have a cold night in the Northeast. A bad evening to be without a parka, but we are set for football at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford, New Jersey. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Philadelphia Eagles and the New York Jets. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Let's go.
Set. 20.
57. And we got to get to the ball, team. We got to get to the ball. Let's get rid.
Miles Sanders, first carry of the game. And, right away, he lost the football. And the Jets have recovered.
To put it mildly, that is not the way anyone wants to start off a game. You fumble on your first offensive snap. But now what you're worried about is, does that linger throughout the game for your guys on offense? And how's the defense going to handle it? Because no one expects to run out on the field on the first play and have to all of a sudden start to play themselves.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And it's only November, but the playoffs, we know how it works. They'll be here before you know it. If it ended today, they would be the #1 seed.
And that's a great spot to be in, but I love the phrase, if it ended today. And I'll guarantee you, that's what they've discussed in their locker room, in their meeting rooms. Yeah, we know where we'd be if it ended today, but we also know it's not ending today.
Right.
So they've got to continue to play the type of ball that put them in the spot where they're #1 in their conference.
Play fake to Sanders. Now here's Wentz. He's going to let this go for the end zone. And this is caught. Touchdown, Philadelphia. A big play there. His 4th touchdown on the year as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Elliott good on the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. This one fielded at the 5. And a nice job there as he gets this one up just shy of the 35-yard line at the 34. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
They're running it. Shit. Kill.
Oh, 80. Red 80.
Lock 59.
Pilot 64. Weak.
Darnold from the gun. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
It is tough to complete passes against zone defenses. The windows that you see open, they shrink pretty rapidly. How about being able to hit a moving target against a zone before the next guy can get there and make a play on the ball?
Not easy for any quarterback, no matter the situation, and there the defense won the battle.
Kill. Check three.
On 2nd down, it's Logan. They get 6 here after the incompletion, and it'll leave them with a 3rd and 4.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
The Eagles call on the extra defensive back here as they prepare for a stop on 3rd down. They run with Logan. And he will have the 1st down as he's brought down up near midfield. 3rd and medium, they opted to run instead of pass, and it worked. 1st down.
Mike is 59. Hey, tighten down. There you go. Check.
Red 80.
Off of play action, Darnold. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Fletcher Cox in there for the sack, and it's an important one from a personal standpoint, as that is sack number 100 in what has certainly been a terrific career to this point. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here.
2nd and 19. 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 2nd
They get 11 back on that one. It leads to third down. I was pretty surprised there when they lined up to run it on second and long, but it worked out for them.
It certainly did, and that requires some confidence, some fortitude, and a little bit of hope, doesn't it? You hope you catch the defense just right and break off a big run to help yourself out on the next down.
On third down, Logan. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Give him 12 yards there, and the Jets have a first. If you make the stop there, maybe you hold them to 3 on this opening drive. They didn't get the stop.
Yeah, new set of downs now. Now you're worried about, just as you pointed out, not just giving up 3, possibly giving up 6. Let's see what they decide to do here, because they've got to change up what they have been doing. It hasn't been working.
Faking the give, Darnold. Looking deep downfield, and that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in.
I'm going to need some help with this one. How did he miss it? Wide open in the end zone. He's not hurried. He's not hit. And somehow, incomplete?
Yeah.
What happened?
During film study, that's one where he's just going to shake his head, not be able to believe it.
6 points go by the wayside on that one.
Escaping the pressure right. And this is going to be incomplete.
Oh, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. The shotgun snap for Darnold. And he's got his man, Marquise Brown. And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 18. He missed on his first 3 passes, was 0 for 3. Now gets a connection. Maybe that'll get him going.
Yeah, it wasn't a time for panic, but there was some concern because once you start in a certain pattern, you're wondering, can you get out of it? And that flips the other way, too, when you're throwing it really well. In this case, now he's got his first completion. They think he might be off to the races.
Second and 10 at the Eagles' 17-yard line.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Out of the shotgun, here's Darnold. Looking right sideline, but it's incomplete.
Well, you know you don't want to make a mistake in that area, so you make sure you make a smart throw. Throw it out towards the sidelines. If you overshoot your guy, so be it. It's just the incompletion that we saw there.
They come up to the line now facing a 3rd and 10 after the incompletion. Back to throw, Darnold. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
I know coaches tell us all the time that having a powerful arm isn't the #1 thing they look for in a quarterback. But when you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps to have the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much.
So they get 3, certainly hoping for 6 after a 13-play drive.
So you console yourself on defense by saying you did your job, right? If they go 13 plays, you only give up a field goal, you did a nice job there. But here's the other part. 13 plays, you don't force any mistakes, you don't take the ball away. Maybe that's the way they should look at it.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
It's an Eagles first down on a gain of 11. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Now Wentz on the bootleg, rolling to his right. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Marcus Davenport, the first rounder out of UTSA with a sack.
Well, Brandon, sometimes I think when we watch games, we're actually watching a living museum because we're seeing the evolution of positions almost with each passing game. How about defensive ends nowadays and the way that they can run almost all the way across the field?
It is unbelievable, isn't it? I mean, they're so strong, but they're so lean, they can move so quick with those bodies.
It's almost unfair. You're supposed to be able to know where a defensive end is supposed to be on every play. These guys flash so quickly, you're not sure where they're going to end up.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game.
Red 5-2, come here.
57 Mike. Mike 57.
Move.
Working from the gun. Wentz. Throws right side, and that's complete. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. It's a pickup of 13, but they're still a bit short, and it'll be 4th down. The Eagles send out their punter now, as he's on to punt for the first time tonight. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. And this will be touchdown inside the 20. They'll spot it at the 18-yard line.
At their own 18-yard line.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And last time able to get 3. That's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves them with a very manageable 2nd and 1.
80 weapons. Let's get it together, Jay. Zoo.
Tighten up.
The play fake, and it's Darnold. This will be caught by Brown. Give him 15 yards on that one, and the Jets move the chains.
Timing is everything, and they work on this cut all the time. They work on all the timing patterns, and this time it paid off for them. Worked him to the center of the field, cut it to the outside, ball's delivered, gets both feet down for the completion.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Darnold. Quick hitter here. It's complete. No gain there on the completion. 2nd and 10.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He can make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly.
Slam.
After 1, 7-3 the score on EA Sports. Had the completed pass, but for no gain, stopped right at the line, so it's 2nd and 10.
Go.
55.
To the air again, Darnold. Throwing the out route and complete. That's Logan. It'll be a 2-yard gain, and that'll bring up a 3rd down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
You gotta get the ball, D. Get the ball right here. Let's go.
Throwing here on 3rd down, Darnold. He's going to air one out. And that's caught inside the 30. And he has another 1st down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 27-yard line. Well, we know he's got the speed there. He needed the speed and the hands. A great catch.
And because of that speed, you have to respect it as a defender. So you have to either play off or make sure you're somehow in contact with him. And he's able to do exactly what you said. Use the speed to his advantage and go up and get the football. That's a big-time play right there.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. They went right back to him there, figuring one big play deserves another. You think maybe he called for it and said, hey, give me the ball again?
I think a lot of people operate under the whole idea of if they haven't stopped it, go until they do. You go right back at a guy because maybe his confidence might not be as high. In this case, he responded well.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up third down.
Brings up third down and 11.
The Jets on third down. They've been near perfect, 4 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 11.
Bravo.
This is Logan. And he'll be stopped here well short of the first down at the 24-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup there, but it's going to take him to 4th down.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball on this drive and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. It makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
No problems in the field goal department so far. He's 2 for 2.
Pretty reliable here in this game, isn't he? And to me, that bodes well for them. If they need him late in the game, his confidence should be sky high.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They've got the lead. Last time had to punt it, though. What's the key to this drive?
I think it's leverage. The big guys up front. You know the motivational speech on the sideline is, guys, give us an opportunity. Protect the passer, create space for our runners, and let's go ahead and get these guys. Low man wins. Let's go do it on this drive.
We'll watch that leverage on this drive. Now a run with Montgomery. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll set up a 3rd down.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Here we go, D. Here I come again. Here I come.
From the gun on 3rd down, Wentz. Got a man. He finds Sanders. Well, he's taken down, but not before picking up the first thanks to a flashy little spin move. An effective 7-yard 3rd down conversion.
It's going to be a long day. It's going to be a long day.
On 1st and 10, here's Wentz. And down he goes. They bring down Wentz on the sack. Chris Jones in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19.
Empty.
Now Wentz. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, C.J. Mosley. And they will finally run him down, but not until he brings us all the way back down inside the 10-yard line.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
After the interception, here's Darnold. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
Get your backs to the goal line. I can hear my high school coach right now. This is when force meets force. Got to be physical in order to win this battle.
Yeah, that's where the physicality pays off. A nice job forcing the contact and forcing the incompletion.
Yeah, Coach Ford would have loved that play.
36.
2nd down and goal. Darnold. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. K1 short with a sack. That's 315 pounds of man right there.
2nd goal, last thing you need to do is get pushed backwards to take a sack. But he couldn't find anywhere to go with the football. Had to eat it and ended up on the ground.
They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes 3rd and goal.
I'm letting you know right now, you better bring.
Check 3.
Now it's Darnold. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. 10 yards gets him closer, but now it's 4th and goal. Instead of throwing it downfield, Charles, they just tried to dump it underneath there. You like the call?
I do. I think it's a high percentage play because you get the completion, and what you're counting on is your back to use his legs and his elusiveness to make people miss and pick up the first down. In this case, it didn't happen.
So he's been a busy man here in this first half. That's 3 field goals for him now.
And not just 3 field goals, but 3 for 3. So even though the offense has struggled a bit putting it in the end zone, they've still been able to come away with points due to his leg.
And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive? Or nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Marcus Davenport able to drop him that time for his 2nd sack of the evening.
If you rank 1 from the bottom in statistics, that's usually not good in this league. And this team, 1 from the bottom in sacks, but somehow they've got 3 in this game. What's going on?
I know, they're 31 of 32. They better be careful, or they're going to be top 30 in the league. That one good for 26 and a first down. So the defense blitzed. A nice job picking that up, completing the pass.
And how in sync was the quarterback in his center on that play? They saw the blitz, made the appropriate calls, got the line engaged because now they know there are going to be extra guys coming at the quarterback, so they got their assignments down pat and kept them away from him, and he's able to step up in the pocket and fire one now for a really good strike.
It's a gain of a yard, and it takes us to the 2-minute warning. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL. On 2nd and 9, Wentz. He'll be taken down. The Jets get in there for the sack. Jamal Adams on the safety blitz, too fast to handle.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Eagles coming up here on a 3rd and long, so Wentz and company with some work to do after the sack. Throwing now is Wentz. Looking for Allen. He's got him on the slant. And that's going to be another first down as the tackle made at the Jets' 43. Now a play fake. Wentz. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with exactly a minute to go before halftime. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle. To throw is Wentz. And he will find his man on the end route. Complete. A nice pickup there, 19 yards. And they're set up better for 3rd. Wentz to throw on 3rd and 1. Flush to his right. He may try and run for this. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. Wentz can pull it down when he needs to, and the 6'5" quarterback picks up the first down. On play action, it's Wentz. And incomplete. Crisis averted. Almost picked. Instead, 2nd down. Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 29. It's a 2nd down run with Sanders. Down the numbers. There he goes. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Miles Sanders, his 4th touchdown on the year. And once again, the Eagles are back out in front. Elliott good with a PAT. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on first down, and it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops. And if it does, that can alter my strategy and potentially get me some points. And if it doesn't work, well, then you just run the clock out and go to the locker room.
They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty.
Down the keeper. A loss of a yard. Brings up 2nd down at the 14-yard line.
So we've come to halftime in a 5-point game. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Yannick Ngakoue, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. So now 20 yards to go on 2nd down after the sack. Work to be done. They'll run it here with Logan. He digs them partway out of the hole that they're in. It's an 8-yard gain, and it makes it 3rd and 12.
And that's the kind of run that gets everyone excited on offense. And, you know, oftentimes the guys who carry the ball are the ones in the huddle doing the chirping. Right now, I think it's the offensive line telling them, run it again. We are right there about to break a big one.
Darnold down to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Yannick Ngakoue. Make that now 8 sacks for him on the season. And they went empty backfield, and because of that, nobody was there to pick up the blitz.
And you know that offenses, when they go with the empty backfield, they have different things designed on every play to try to account for things. But what people often forget, defense is audible as well. And a lot of times when they see an empty backfield, they audible right into a blitzing situation.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They were able to get the ball back here, didn't surrender any points. Now they'll look to add to that lead.
Now, how about the boost the defense gave them? Going right out on the field, shutting them down, not giving up any points, and turning the ball back over. They want to do their part now and show them a little respect and some gratitude by scoring some points.
And to get a little more cushion. It's an Eagles 1st down on a gain of 11. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
46-yard line. A 7-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd and 20.
Here we go. Here we go. Here we go.
On 2nd down now. It's Sanders. He'll get only a couple down to the 44.
This is what happens sometimes when you abandon the running game. It's hard to get back to it because once guys get out of that mentality of firing out and hitting people, hard to get them started again occasionally.
This is 3rd and 1. Very likely 4-down territory, even if they don't get it, though.
Check nine, check nine.
Play action. Now Wentz. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Quentin Williams in there to get him. That is the 6th time that they have sacked him tonight. The Eagles send out their punter now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. He gets us away. It's a good one, drawing toward the sidelines. And this is going to carry well into the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
On the pickup, it's 2nd and 8 at the 22-yard line.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Play action. It's Darnold. Throw left side complete. It's Logan.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively.
Whip. Watch the whip. Hey, 80.
Here's Darnold. This one complete into the hands of Higgins. And they work this well upfield across the 45. And they're able to convert on 3rd with a solid gain of 23.
Mike is 59. Mike to 59. Too little, Jeff. No. Off. Check. Red 80.
Hey, Alpha.
Darnold from the gun. Trying to lay one up deep. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on 1st down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on 1st down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock Galvin away and bring up 2nd down.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Off of play action, Darnold going for the deep ball. That's caught inside the 20. And he is taken down deep in Philadelphia territory. Big yardage that time for the Jets. 48 yards.
They're still looking for their first touchdown of the game, and for a second, I thought they had it right there.
Looking on the sideline, it's finally good to see nods of approval. It's a welcome sign of life that this offense needed. And not a whole lot there. He does get a couple, taking it from the 5 down to the 3.
Well, it's been the air game that's taken them down on this drive before they finally turned around and handed it off on the last play.
And now they're looking for the big boys to get him in the end zone. Couldn't do it there.
It'll be interesting to see. Offensive lines had to pass block a lot on this drive. Will they be able to revert and fire out and create some space in the run game?
So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. This is Richard. And he is in. Touchdown, New York. Jalen Richard, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Jets have once again taken the lead.
And that touchdown ends a streak, for lack of a better word, of 3 field goals that they put on the board previously. They finally cracked the code.
Yeah, they've been down there. They've been in enemy territory, as you said. They just hadn't been able to punch it in until that point.
What we got? Check 59, Mike. Mike is 59. Mike to 59.
Hey, Foxtrot.
Pretty quiet. Red 80. Right, check, 59.
The shotgun snap for Darnold. And this is going to be intercepted. Good positioning, and it's picked off. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This one taken from the 7. And he'll take this across the 25. Couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line.
At their own 27-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trade expression 101. Win 1st down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on 1st down and make it a 2nd and 3, 2nd and manageable. Keep accumulating 1st downs that way. Keep moving the football. You don't want to get behind the sticks because then the defense has the advantage.
Back to the ground, this time Montgomery. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football. In that situation, that's almost a tendency breaker.
First down, they run again. Here's Montgomery. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. It'll wind up being a loss of 2. And that'll make it 2nd and 12.
At the 36-yard line.
Go. Clock. Come on. Here we go.
Now they'll throw it. Wentz. And a quick throw here. That's complete. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. And that's going to be another first down as the tackle made at the Jets' 35.
Quarterbacks love slant routes because the receivers are breaking right into their line of vision, and receivers love them as well because they're getting the ball on the move and able to catch it and try and get upfield and gain additional yardage.
And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Another run here with Sanders. About 3 yards there to the 27. 1 quarter remains here on a Sunday night. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Eagles on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 2.
Sunday.
Wentz now to throw. And this is complete. It's Allen. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Keenan Allen, his 6th touchdown of the season, as his guys are able to regain the lead. So a big play for the Eagles now as they'll go for 2. From the gun, it's Wentz. And he's got it. So the 2-point conversion is good, and they add on to their 4th quarter lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. This one fielded at the 5. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line.
Let's go.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession.
That's what I do.
Check. Fresno.
On first down, Logan. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Check 55 to Mike. Watch the pass. Sponge. No.
And 80. General West.
55.
They run again with Logan. And an alley to run. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. 14 yards is the pickup there and a Jet first down.
We'll definitely see some open running lanes, and he's taking advantage of it right now, but that shouldn't be a surprise. Defense has the lead. They're playing for the pass first.
The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. Now Darnold. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but if they make them out of bounds, that does you no good.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10.
Hey, Charlie.
To throw is Darnold. His throw here's incomplete.
Throwaway and incomplete. Brings up third down and 10.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
Let's get in there, Harry. Check 4, check 4. Jim, lady. Jim.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. And that will be incomplete.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on 3rd down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a 4th down decision.
Here's the Jets punter now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. And it's out of bounds. Now we'll see what the side judge says. He says out at the 8-yard line.
Let's go old school there. That's absolutely a great coffin corner punt. Someone's put some time in working on that, hasn't he?
Seems like every year these guys get better. As Sanders has it punk free, and it's scooped up by the Jets. And they'll have it just 5 yards away from pay dirt here, 1st and goal.
I know when you're looking at the scoreboard clock, we're getting near the end of this game, but they were in what was really called 4-minute offense, and that's practice, being taking care of the football, taking time off the clock, not giving them a chance to come back. But bottom line is, what did I say in the beginning? Taking care of the football. That didn't happen.
Didn't do it, a costly turnover. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And last drive, obviously not what you're looking for. You've got the lead. You've got to protect the football.
So in other words, someone got lucky because they've been moving the ball really well and wearing them down. In this case, though, giving up the football doesn't make them very happy. They can't wait to get back out there and atone for it.
Yeah, try to atone for it here on this drive. The Eagles on 3rd down. They've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. This is 3rd and 8. Working from the gun. Wentz going deep here. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. He's at the 30. 20. Touchdown, Philadelphia. 3 touchdown passes now for Carson Wentz. And the Eagles able to push further out in front. So from back deep in their own territory all the way into the end zone, do you think they expected to score on that one?
I'm not sure they expected to score, but they also showed that they're not averse to taking a little bit of a risk there, right? Taking a chance, because the normal call is take care of the football, run it, be safe. Instead, they put it in the air and took a gamble, and it paid off in a big way. That wasn't an analytics call. That wasn't a fantasy guy's call. That was like a video game call right there.
It was a little bit of a video game call, but it worked. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
At their own 26-yard line.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time.
Bang, 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 bang. Ready? 55.
Hey, wahoo!
Here I come. Here I come.
On 2nd and 9, Darnold. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Fletcher Cox, he's the culprit, and that is now his 13th sack of the season as his great year continues. Darnold and the Jets come up 3rd and long following the sack. 3rd and long, it's Darnold. He's going to find his tight end. That's Chris Herndon. It's a gain of 11, but they're still well short. It's 4th down.
Partner, it's a lot of fun watching the NFL now, isn't it? Because when the big fella runs routes, it used to be when we were kids, he'd run about 3 different routes, and that was it. Now he can run anything and catch the balls we just saw there.
They snap it. They're going for it. Here's Darnold. He gets it to Brown. Complete. The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on 4th down. So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. Darnold hitting his tight end, Herndon, and he's got this down to the 35. 14 yards is the pickup there and a Jet 1st down. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Let's make these babies crawl all the way back home.
You go tight. You got tight. Hey, 80. Hey, tight.
Darnold to throw again. Towards the end zone for Brown. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee.
Let's go.
They come out here in the eye. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Now Darnold keeps it. No gain there as he kept it himself at 2nd down. Another shot from the 1 on 2nd and goal. Darnold a sneak. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. Call it no gain on the keeper, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down. Now Darnold keeps it. Call it no gain on the keeper, and it's going to bring up a 4th down. The field goal doesn't help. They're going to go for the 6 here on 4th and goal. Darnold a sneak, and he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Jets. Sam Darnold taking it in as his guys are back within a single score. Extra point good by Hopkins. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. After the touchdown we just saw, we have a brand new ball game. And now look at the situation. You've got plenty of time on the clock. Defensively, they have 3 timeouts. So do you run the football here or do you throw it?
I think you have that full conversation with your offensive unit, and you tell them, here's the situation. They've got all their timeouts, so we are not going to play this conservatively. We've got to attack them. We've got to make them use those, gain the ground that we need in order to put this game away. If you think we're just going to run it 3 times and punt it, you've got another thing coming.
Yeah, and by the way, also the 2-minute warning in play, so essentially 4 timeouts left.
They have to be aggressive here. Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down.
81.
Shotgun now for Wentz. Now look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off near the 44. He was looking for Miles Sanders out of the backfield. A critical error there in a tight game of the 4th.
All you talk about is taking care of the football, and especially with a lead here in the 4th quarter. Turning it over, now the door is open for the opposition.
Just in general, when you're passing in the 4th quarter with a lead, no matter at what point, you got to be super careful.
Got to be careful, and sometimes you can be so careful that you end up running yourself into an error.
No gain on the play as we have reached the 2-minute warning. And, oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off at the 18. He's at the 40. Past the 20. 10, and he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Eagles defense gets a pick-6 TD. Short throw pick-6 right there. Those linebackers, they love when those short throws come and those eyes get real wide, don't they?
How about the anticipation on the play? Reading, reacting, and then the ability to catch the football and take it in the opposite direction.
Elliott good on the extra point, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. So they throw the pick-6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This fielded at the 2. Breaks the tackle now with Allen. And I think he's going to go. They're not going to get him. The 20, 10. And he's taking it all the way back for a return touchdown. And this game just got a little crazier. They're still alive here in the final stages.
So you're saying there's a chance?
Okay, game on. Don't go anywhere yet. You got a one-score game now. Probably going to rely on the onside kick coming up.
Yeah, they have to. It's not a high-percentage play, but it's better than not having a chance at all. And that's when you put your leapers and your flyers on one side, get that high hop, and hope that one of the guys can come up with it.
And on the other side, get that hands team ready.
No doubt about it.
And the Eagles dodge a bullet. They cover it up. And they just about had to get that recovery to have any chance. They only have one timeout. You look at the clock. And let's do the math here, Charles. This one's pretty much over.
Yeah, we do have a chart here, don't we, that tells us about the timeouts.
You do. I'm not as smart as you.
And in looking at it, you're exactly right. Chart's not going to help them here at all. They're pretty much done at this stage. They had to have that recovery.
And they take a knee. So here we go, Charles, third down. Any chance you're throwing?
I don't think so. I think you got to keep the clock rolling here.
The Eagles in the victory formation as they take a knee. The Eagles send out their punter now as he'll come on to kick this one away. Now a final chance to stop it here as a timeout comes in with 10 seconds left in the game. The Eagles send out their punter now as he's on to kick it away. And look at this, it's a fake. But he will not make the first down marker. That'll be a turnover on downs.
Spike 56. I got you, boy. I got you, boy.
Now Darnold. He's going to let it fly. Back of the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete. But, Charles, a one-score game. Down to the end we went. They had one final play in that one-score game. We all knew what was coming, the Hail Mary. They just couldn't get it done.
Wasn't exactly complicated, was it? We all knew, as you said, and go long and see if we can find someone open. They didn't get it done. Someone's happy. Someone is not.
So for Philadelphia, they keep on rolling 10-0 now to start the year. And now they'll get the short week as they get set to play at Dallas on Thanksgiving. Meanwhile, for the Jets, it was a game they really needed as they drop back to 4-6. And they'll look to get back in the winning column next week as they head to Foxborough to face off against the New England Patriots. So for our entire crew, alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you next time.